Hi, my name is Shari Kay. I'm the head volleyball coach here at Eastern Arizona College. I grew up here just down the road in Pima, a few miles away. I grew up coming to a lot of events here. This community really loves this college. So I was always kind of being a part of it without knowing that I would be here someday. I came to a lot of camps, watched a lot of games, kind of grew up with idolizing Coach Shari Kay coaching here and watching what he had done with a lot of teams, and never really thought that I would necessarily be here someday. Then I got into high school and I was an athlete, fell in love with volleyball kind of thing. Played here, went to the national tournament both years. Coach Shari Kay had a huge impact on me. He was really tough. He was a really tough coach, and he pushed a lot, out of me and kind of helped prepare me for the next step. And not just as a player, of course, I grew up here, so it was easy. It was easy for me to be a student here because I knew everything, I knew where to go, and so it was a kind of a unique perspective for me, being able to take all these other student athletes, and not just volleyball players, but like women's and men's basketball players, football players that were all my friends. I was the one that had the connection to this valley, and I knew what to do, so I would take them places. Like we went a lot of places, out in the boonies or whatever, and had a lot of fun. So I have a lot of lifelong friends that I've made with those people from when I was a student here and doing those things. And when I left EA, then I went and finished my education at BYU Hawaii, and then I got married and moved back here and coached under Shari Kay, and then I took over the program, and we've worked really hard, and we've had a lot of successful teams, and I've been able to bring in a lot of players from outside places, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job. And sometimes they come from big cities or other countries, and they at first are kind of shocked when they see this little town out in the middle of nowhere, but they always, when they leave, they don't want to leave. They become part of this town because the community is so involved in what we do, and they really embrace, for me especially, I'm sure they do everybody, but I really feel like they embrace my team, and they feel like they're part of that community family. And the staff and the teachers, they all do such a good job of making them feel very welcome, and they just don't want to leave. And I get phone calls from them, they move on to their four-year schools and continue their education, their playing careers. And they're like, oh, it's not the same, it's just not the same as Thatcher. It's such a unique experience, and they all wish that they could come back. When I talk to girls that I'm recruiting and I try to get them here, there's been times where I've actually become emotional and got choked up in explaining how, see, now I'm getting emotional. I can't explain it. So for me, it's obvious because it's home, and like EAC has become just synonymous with who I am, and it's such a big part of, it's my family and EAC, and that's who I am, and I love it. And when I talk about it to people, I've been able to get girls because they see when I talk about EAC that I love it, and like I said, they've been able to sign on the dotted line because they feel like, well, if she loves that place so much that she gets emotional about it, then that's going to be a good opportunity for them. I am Shari Kay, and I am a fighting Gila monster.